Beneteau Swift Trawler 44, boat delivery from Santa Rosalia, Mexico to San Diego, California. Day number 3 of the trip. We left Santa Rosalia 3 days ago. We run down to Puerto Escondido, top off fuel. Then we went down to Cabo, top off fuel yesterday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 1:30 in the afternoon we left Cabo, and now we're on the way up north to San Diego. The average speed between Santa Rosalia, Puerto Escondido, and Puerto Escondido Cabo was around 8 knots, and with that speed, 1,800, 1,900 RPM, she burns about 8.3. With the tankage of 370 gallons total, and distance between Cabo and Turtle Bay 400 miles, we can't afford that. We're gonna run out of fuel. So the 3 options we have is we either get more fuel on the deck, stop in MEX Bay to get extra fuel there, or slow her down. We chose to slow her down. Right now we're running 13.4, burning 3.5, 3.6, moving 6, 6.2, 6.3. With this speed, we're gonna have more than quarter of a fuel tank left in Turtle Bay. If the weather improves, not that it's bad right now, but it's on the nose, typical Baja Bash, we might bump up the speed and get there slightly faster, but even at 6 knots, it's fine for us. Getting into MEX Bay and getting fuel, that's doable. That's another option, but we're gonna get there 6 o'clock at night, which means we gotta stand till next morning to get fuel, and it's a slow process. You gotta hire guys to run to the city, get fuel, come back to Man of War Cove, which is half a day, and the other 12-14 hours staying overnight. That means we're gonna lose 18 to 20 hours. It's no point. We can put the throttle back and skip that fuel stop. That's why we're doing 6.2 instead of 8. Other than that, nice boat, great visibility. I don't know if you can see. I mean, you can see it. It's all windows over here. Sometimes you wonder, how's the upper deck staying there? But yeah, great visibility. It's like French doors all around. Problems with the boat: trim tops are not operational. I guess either fuse, cable, pump, something, or on purpose they're disabled. I'm not sure, but with the speed we're making, we don't need trim tabs. Anything else? Nothing really. She has 5,000 or something hours on the generator and only 1,400 hours on the main engines Volvo. I delivered this boat 8 years ago down to Mexico, and she's been there since. Apparently a lot more hours on the generator than main engines. She runs beautifully. Very simple dashboard here, multi-data, trim tabs, autopilot, wipers being removed. There are no wipers here. The arms and the blades are in the back. I'm not sure why. Searchlight, chart plotter, radar, depth sounder, fish finder, the whole thing. Bow stern thruster, twin screw engine controls, bilge pumps, ignition on main engines, switches for bilge pumps, blowers, navigation, lights, water pump, things like that. Same on this side. Here we have 12-volt plug for charging phones, iPads, things like anything we need charging there. Volvo Penta and analog looking instruments. They're still electronic, but they look like analog. By the way, by far my favorite engine instrument. Why? See how these 2 arrows are not over each other, because they don't read the same thing, 83% and 84% on the fuel. Everything else because the numbers are exactly the same, you read only the red arrow. Super nice and easy when you have two engines and one of them starts heating up or dropping oil pressure or doing something different than the other. Immediately catches your attention, immediately. If it's all red, like this, it means both engines are running exactly the same parameters, same numbers. If one of them starts heating up, you're gonna get this. One arrow splits away from the other, and then you see green and red arrow, and immediately catches your attention. I love this instrument. The only thing I wish we had was reading on the gears. We have no temperature, oil pressure, nothing on the gears. The gears are, we gotta open up engine room and shoot them with a laser thermometer, which is fine. We need to open up the engine room for engine room checks anyway. But I wish we had some gears data over here. Other than that, you can see fuel rate 70 gallons in the last 20 hours, 3.5 gallons average, an hour, moving 6 to 6.5. That's about it. The plan is to go to Turtle Bay, refuel over there, and then run to Ensenada, where there's been like this. We have 17.5 knots right now. It's a little bit less than 17, I guess around 15, but same story. I love this. You can put tons of things without getting them sliding around. I wish every boat had like this. 3-burner stove, refrigerator, another one in there. This panel is missing. That's why we have this bungee to keep the door closed. There is a panel originally right here that locks, so it doesn't let the refrigerator door fly open. Probably not gonna fly open, but yeah, we'll put the bungee there just in case. Microwave, 2 sink, 2 basin sink, simple controls, 110 volt, batteries, battery management, water maker, battery, water. It's got generator, air conditioning. Nice boat. I like the way the galley is right next to the steering station, just because on a delivery, you drive the boat, just make a step left, make a sandwich, full visibility. You don't have to go away from the steering station. Super nice to, you know, make a food or a sandwich or something in the middle of the night. A lot of boats you gotta leave here, go down below, make a sandwich. Bigger boats, and that's not an option. Leaving the steering wheel, not a good idea. Cup holders are great to have over here. Of course, they don't fit my coffee mug because there is no opening for the handle, but nice and steady over there. Doesn't go anywhere even if we're bouncing around. These are fairly waterproof, so even if you spill coffee, it's not that big of a deal. Of course, you should not be spilling coffee on top of those instruments, but even if it happens, this is waterproof, this is waterproof, this is waterproof. I'm not sure how waterproof this bilge switches are, but should be good. I like it. That's about it. We'll make a video from Turtle Bay. The refueling process over there is interesting. That should be about 2 days from now. There you go, day number 6 of the delivery from Santa Rosalia to San Diego, approaching Turtle Bay. Actually, pretty much in Turtle Bay. Weather is unusual. Southwest to west southwest, 2025 with heavy squalls once in a while. Rain, visibility is Not horrible, but not great. It is 7:30 in the morning. The idea was to be at the anchorage 8 o'clock in the morning, refuel and go. It's not happening the way I see it. Not that we badly need fuel. We have still a third of the tank, but we have 300 miles to Ensenada. Definitely we're gonna need fuel to do that. After 400 miles non-stop from Cabo, San Lucas to here, we'll need fuel. I'm not gonna risk it. The problem is on west southwest, the anchorage right in front of the town will not be a good one, and maneuvering into that pier stern first on 6-foot seas is not smart idea, to put it mildly. Asking the fuel guys to come with a panga alongside us, it means we're risking the pretty side of the boat. That's not happening as well. So most likely we're gonna go right in here and anchor, wait for the weather to die down, and then we can take fuel and proceed further north. Other than this unusual weather, oh, by the way, perfect example of why you don't want to be arriving in Turtle Bay at night, or if you are, you can use a headlight or something. They use floats in here. They put floats right in the entrance for, I'm guessing, crab traps. So arriving at night in the dark, you're risking wrapping them around the prop, and then on the usual north-northwest winds, you end up right on the rocks over there drifting. Not a good idea. So yes, we're probably gonna go on the south side of the bay, anchor over there, wait for the weather to subside, then take fuel, then proceed further north. After almost 800 miles with this boat, zero problems underway. She runs. We run her very easy, around 6.5, 7 knots average, in order to have fuel, a lot of fuel. I mean, like I said, after 400 miles, we still have almost a third of the fuel tank left over. And that's about it. From here to Ensenada, we have 2 days. They're like more or less like day and a half, but that depends on what time we're gonna get fuel. If we cannot get fuel today, we stay at anchor. We take fuel tomorrow, maybe, hopefully today. Later on, the seas will die down, the weather will subside, so we can refuel and go. If not, we're gonna stay here overnight. There's a lot more dark clouds coming behind us, so I see a weather day in Turtle Bay in our future. That's about it. See you soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Turtle Bay fuel. It's always fun over here to take fuel. I don't want to go with the long history of the Turtle Bay and the challenges about getting fuel here. But yeah, long story short, this is the fuel dock, if you call it that way. They have an office right there. The way it works, used to be a panga, I believe that one over there, where they could put fuel in and they could run the fuel to the anchorage behind us. They're gonna take a stern line, or maybe they're gonna use this green stern line over there, fairly heavy duty line, so if you have small cleats, it might get challenging for you. And once you met more stern first, they're gonna lower a nozzle to you with another line, and you're gonna take the fuel from there. The challenges are, this is north. Usually the wind is north-northwest to northwest here, which means if you're putting your anchor over there, you're gonna have crosswind off of your port beam as you're backing into the pier. The other challenge is we draw 4 feet right now, 4.5 with this boat. And I'm reading 11 feet below the keel and a high tide. High tide, low tide difference is 6 feet, 10 and a low tide. That's it. So the way it works, again, 70, 80 feet off the pier, drop your hook, put stern into the pier, back in there. They're gonna give you a stern line, tie up, receive a nozzle, pump your fuel. What's gonna happen is I'll maneuver stern first. You're gonna go back there, get the line, tie it so we're 15-20 feet off the pier. You're gonna go to the bow and pull the slack off. I'll help you with the engine. Yeah, I'm ready when you are. Good. It's too much chain. go back at the stud, get the stud line. On the starboard top. Okay. Underneath. Inside or outside? Underneath. Outside. Clear it. No. Right there. Who's holding the slack? Oh, he's the one holding. Clear it. Okay, we're good.